Evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Saturday evening. Hashtag Let's Get Shenmue 4 Day. Hashtag Shenmue Anime 2. Hope you're all good and well. Major echo. Ooh. Might be my room.
What's that?
Let me have a look. Might have to put
Major echo with 4 exclamation marks, Matt.
Let me put a bit of compression on it and fix it. Is that better, by the way?
I'm trying to line my camera up too.
Oh, fuck's sake. I was not expecting that.
Is it just Matt that's echoing?
It'd be me in my room. Let me shut my
Sound
door.
fine, my end though.
Hang on.
You do sound. He sounds fine. Just Matt. Sounds fine through my headphones. Apparently, it sounds like your stream setup, Matt, not your room.
How weird. Let's have a look. Do you want to crack in with the news, James, while I fix this?
Yeah, how are you going to do it? Sounds like you've got 2 mics or something picking you up.
If you go for it,
You mute
James.
yourself,
And
yeah?
yeah.
Okay.
I'll fix it.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm James. That's Matt. Matt's just sorting that little audio issue out. So I'll run you through the news. First up, we got a new podcast out, episode 1 of season 3, which is the Shenmue City episode. And we did mention in that news section, obviously the anime got cheated in the actual voting stuff. So we won't go into that too much. But there is a second vote thing going on. This is with Empire magazine, which I don't know. Are they in America as well? Are they all over the world? I know that it's like a UK magazine. At least I feel like it's a UK magazine, Empire, and they've got like all movies and stuff. But obviously they're doing a game section here. So if you haven't voted just yet, basically I think they're going to do like the 100 greatest games ever made based on readers' opinions. So you can put 10. You can pick 10 games. You can go Shenmue 1 at rank 1. Shenmue 2 rank 2, Shenmue 3 rank 3 like I did, or you can put GoldenEye at number 2 if you like Matt did. Whatever floats your boat. Just make sure you put Shenmue at number 1, I would say, and then you can chuck 2 and 3 wherever you like, or whatever order you want to do. We're not going to what's that word? Manipulate the voting as such, even though we kind of like advertising it, but do whatever you feel like you want to, guys. Second up, we have no worries, Tensei. You do you. So next up, we've got the Shenmue Dojo Vault, which is sort of a sister YouTube account to the Shenmue Dojo YouTube account, where we're going to be spamming. If you subscribe to us, we're going to be spamming all of your subscription playlists and all that sort of stuff with uploads. So be careful if you don't want to have a spammy section. It's always going to be there. You don't have to subscribe. But here's the link for the Dojo Vault. And basically at the moment we've got quite a lot of Shenmue 1 cutscenes I've been working on. Matt's been working on Shenmue 3 cutscenes. We've got music on there. We've got old adverts, TV commercials. I've thrown some other stuff on there. We've got the full passport video list and all that sort of stuff that was quite easy for me to upload. Shenmue Online videos, Shenmue City press conference, all that sort of stuff. We're going to be trying to compile everything that we've got our hands on over the years, all the archive stuff, in one sort of designated place where you can find.
Beautiful. Do I sound better, guys? I think I fixed it. I'm waiting. Still echo. What the fuck?
Have you got like a different mic plugged in or something?
Fuck's sake. Carry on, James. I'll try and fix this.
Yeah. So yeah, check that out. And the other bit of news, we're very close to 10,000 followers on Twitter. I'm pretty sure you're all following us on Twitter who's in the chat now. If you haven't, just click the little follow button there and try and get us as close to 10k as possible, because we're planning, once we reach that milestone of like giving a really big giveaway prize out. Matt's just been talking about maybe grabbing one of those Rio statues off the Sega shop again, or we're going to put like a big prize package together to celebrate 10k on Twitter. The road to 10k. We may have even, I don't know, did you see that in the introduction? We just made a quick image huge giveaway once we hit 10k, the road to 10k followers. So, like I say, I'm pretty sure you're all subscribed while following us on Twitter. But it's news, I guess. And obviously, yeah, it's Shenmue Day. So make sure you get everything out on Twitter about, like following. Don't know what I'm talking about. Like, my wording's just gone a bit shit here, but like, obviously, we're still trying to get Shenmue the Anime 2, so make sure you use that hashtag Shenmue Anime 2. Let's get Shenmue 4 hashtag and tag in Warner Brothers Discovery, Crunchyroll, Sega, TMS, Adult Swim, all those sort of people throughout the day and every 4th of the month.
We're not quite there
We're
yet.
not quite there yet, Cupertino, but thanks, matey.
Am I still
We'll get there soonish, I'd imagine.
Am I still echoey, guys, by the way? James, you may not be able to hear me.
Especially if you go, tell your friends and family to follow Shenmue Dojo on Twitter.
Why the fuck is it doing this? I've got no echo, nothing on it, no double sampling.
Can you hear it like your end?
No. Fixed now.
Is it?
Can you still hear me, guys?
Apparently it's fixed now. Whatever you just did works now.
Oh, okay. I'm okay now, yeah? You can hear me.
It's not your normal mic, but it's fixed apparently.
Echo again. Right, okay. I think... Right, I know what's happening. Discord's picking it up. That's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
It's fixable.
Might be. Fixed, yeah, it's coming through. So guys, can you hear me?
One person says fix, one person says echo.
Frankie's saying, yeah, fine now. Yeah, go with this.
Okie dokie. Maybe it's picking up the chat we've got.
It is.
It's like your what you hear setting on Windows, that kind of thing.
It might be. Let me just have a
Could be
look
something
at
like
my
that.
monitor. Hang on.
Anyway, welcome aboard, gang. We've got a few first-time viewers in the chat or first-time chatters. Cosmosis Lightbook, welcome. Evening.
I'm making an excellent impression having fucking sound issues.
Gia88, I hope you're doing well today and yourself. Thank you for joining us. And MN Westy, I all hope you're doing well and you too.
Let me just look at my sound stuff for a minute.
Hello, Blackwater Park 444.
Right, I think I know what it's doing. I think.
So yeah, there you go, guys. That was the news segment.
James is stalling for time here while I try and fix this fucking thing.
Not too awkward, Matt. I did get a lot of stuff sorted there in that news segment. The main one was that Empire voting bollocks.
Okay, stream again. Just give me a shout if it's echoey again. Echo again. What the fuck? It's picking up Discord, I guarantee it.
Disconnect from all audio channels in Discord.
Let me freeze you in Discord, James. Hang on a second. Tell you what I'll do. Fuck it. Very good, James.
I was taking the piss then, guys.
Still an issue?
Is there
I don't know.
echo? Do you want to like talk without using Discord?
Well, I can do. I can use it like this. If people can hear me, then we can run with it. It's not the end of the world. I just need to figure this problem out anyway, because this is the first. This has never ever done it, ever. So it's blatantly double sampling Discord, and I can't stop it.
Hello, everyone. By the way, loads of people in tonight.
Does it sound all
Flying
right,
Waffle,
guys? Because I don't know how
Angel
loud or not this is.
Riggins, Leasing Ty, Frankie, of course, Johnny Darko,
Fuck it. We'll use this. Thank you for your patience.
Scribe, Shanson, Abdullah, all the amazing regulars in the chat. A little bit quiet, Matt, apparently, but you're fine other than that.
Any better, guys? Because I can turn myself up on the mic directly, so...
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to have to figure that out another day, because that's never done that before. It's always just ran. But never mind.
No issues. Everyone was enjoying the echo, I reckon.
I hope we have a show
the fun and games.
No, we don't. No.
Unfortunately not, no.
Right, let's get these games running. So...
So, Matt, how's your day been?
Apart from the joys of trying to get this to work properly, it's been alright. Actually, has yours been alright?
Yeah, apart from my knee. But other than that, we're good. Right. Shenmue Day, never disappointing.
Alright, there we go. He seems to be running now.
Peter Wilson's in. Who is Manny?
See where we are in the story. Jupiter Jackets is 7, right? So it'll kill some time.
Manny, my knee. I said my knee. Apart from my knee. Because I've turned 36 now, Frankie. I've got major knee issues. I'm off work sick because my knee's fucked, basically. Overworked. Worked it to the bone. If you can say that about a knee. It is a bone.
It is young, 36, but...
It is young, yeah. Knee replacement surgery. No, not major. It's just... I've just had like a weird, uncomfortable tightness in my knee for about 3 months, and then I've just had 2 weeks off work, and then I've come back, worked for 4 days, and come day 4, I could barely walk, so... And it's like compensating for my sore knee. It was like making my left foot hurt, and I could feel like a little bit of like pain in my back coming up. So it's like I just said to my manager, like, I'm more scared about harming other parts of my body, if you know what I mean. Because once your back goes, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, you're in trouble when your back goes.
So I'm booked in for an MRI scan with the doctor to see what the issue is.
Fuxan, do you know a guy named Charlie?
If anyone cares.
I think he's somehow connected blacks. He has a tattoo on his arm too. What? Really?
Might be a joint issue. My friend had to have minor surgery to correct it.
I don't.
If it's a back issue, it might be shooting down your knee. It's not. I don't really have any back issues. It's just my walking, and because I walk for 5 hours a day, I just could not walk anymore. come Thursday, and I'd only been back for 4 days after having 2 weeks off, and I was thinking 2 weeks would be enough rest time, if it was something that was fixable, but obviously it's not.
Oh, thank you for the follow. And welcome in.
Hello, Morgs and Deck.
You pronounced that far better than I did, that's for sure.
I downloaded the HD mods and textures the other day for Steam game looking, and was good to see the Coca-Cola machines too. And thanks for your easy to follow guides, Matt.
Oh, that's alright.
How many steps do I normally get in? Well, I walk about 13 kilometers a day last time I checked. So let's see how many I did on Wednesday, which was probably my longest day.
Ah.
I can get that information up.
Welcome, Margs on deck. Margaritas. I'm not drinking margarita or my vodka tonight, but still. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Terry. Much, much appreciated.
So I did 22,133 steps.
Have I got the right mic selected? I do. I've been through them. There's 2 mics in this room, which one's my camera's got a mic on it. And then I've got my own mic. And for whatever reason, it's just duplicating my main mic. So, bit of a pain in the arse, basically.
Little segue, that'd be cool. Yeah, that was my thinking. Shanson, it's got to the point now where it was like, I don't want to damage anything else, because I normally get like blisters and stuff with the Royal Mail shoes. They're like always really hard and stiff, and they're just horrible shoes to wear. And I just put it down to that because they just given me like a new pair of shoes, and I got like massive blisters and stuff, and it was killing me. So then obviously to compensate for the pain, you walk it a bit skew-whiff, and then I did a gait test yesterday, a gait assessment, and the guy said that he could see visibly that as my foot's coming down, I'm sort of doing that with my foot, if that makes sense. So it's obviously like over like 13 years of walking that much, it's gradually damaging my knee, I guess. Oh, did you see that sub from Terry? Thank you for that.
I did.
Gift sub from Terry. Thanks, buddy.
Sorry, my OBS is being weird. It's having one of these moments, OBS, where it's just doing whatever the fuck it wants, by the seams of it.
Crikey, Ranners did 45k steps at work today.
That's a lot of steps.
Gate test. Yeah, that's what I did, Scribe. I went to the doctor's last Friday, and then he suggested, well, he booked me in for an MRI scan, and I got a doctor's note off him for getting these trainers, and that's why I did that gait assessment. And I've got some proper good supportive trainers now. Expensive, but I thought it was worth it, really. The shoes have always been awful, Frankie. Obviously, like 90% of people are happy and don't have any feet issues. But there's quite a few people, like I was telling people about my knee at work, and there's a few people that have got similar sort of issues with the knees. Amputation job. Dr. Frankie.
Amputation
job.
job.
Surgery.
Sorry if it's echoing again, I'm just testing something.
Lyman tissue or bone issue. Yeah, I'll see what the MRI scan says.
I don't know why it's doing that. Everyone still hear me, guys? Do you want us to ask them to just re-fucking start this thing? Fuck off. Yeah.
one game,
Shenmue
one
came out.
win.
I know
I'll
you,
give it
you
a try.
go for perfection, don't you?
I do, every time.
Typically.
Trying to work out what the fuck's this issue.
Well, yeah, enough about my problems, guys. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how your lives are getting on? Anyone been up to anything good recently?
Anyone getting like a dragon issue? Yes, I am getting it actually. Quite looking forward to it as well.
When is that out, Matt?
16th
Is that soon?
16th of Feb? Am I making that up?
Okay, so very soon then, isn't it?
21st.
16th or
Oh, okay.
21st.
Do I had the 16th in my head? No idea.
There's a Harry Potter game coming out? Are you thinking about the Harry Potter one? Because that's out like next week.
Could be.
Or when's the PSVR 2 coming out?
I'm getting it.
That's mine, that is, man. Release date 22nd of Feb
Hey,
on the
not too
PSVR
bad.
2. Ooh, just over 2 weeks.
The last start.
As long as there's no
Yeah.
active games to play.
Not bad, Ginger. All right. A little bit pissed off with
I
this
get to play
fucking
again.
stream. I don't know what it's doing, but I'll work it out. I might work out after we finish.
That's true. Cosmosis kind of got like a bit, not well, I suppose, yeah, bored a little bit bored of the Yakuza games actually.
All right.
When I think about it's like the same environments all the time, but yeah, Ishin, this brand new setting, feudal. Is it feudal Japan or Edo Japan?
I think it's feudal Japan, but I could be wrong.
All right.
Be pretty cool. Yeah, Scribe, expensive man, but I didn't actually pay for it, which is good.
Yeah.
It's good that I've got like.
Hey, Daily Gaming Videos. Welcome, man.
It's good that I've got like good parents, and Christmas and birthday a month apart, so you could sort of sell it as a bit of a double gift.
So close.
Exactly, yeah. Birth Miss Chris. Birth Miss.
Last one.
Birth Myth. Amen. Birth Mass Gift.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so hard to say.
Birth
Miss Gift. Birth
So
Miss
this is the
Gift.
last
Gift.
free
Birth
game.
Miss Gift. I can't say gift after. For some reason, I can't say gift after
Hey,
Mass.
not too bad.
Birth Miss Gaff. Birth Miss Gift. Other than that, I quite like that term. If I could say it, I'd use it more. Bit of modern Japan burnout.
All right.
Cosmosis is an Atlas fan. It's nice that all this sort of stuff sort of marriage together now, isn't it? You've got Sega, Atlas. Who's the Yakuza studio again? I know they are kind of Sega anyway, but
RGG.
RGG. So
I'm getting
yeah,
it.
everyone's welcome in this Shenmue stream because we're all of the same sort of
Oh, there's a lot of crossover, isn't there, between...
crossover. Yeah. Hey up, Yanni
Oh,
X.
Hey, Annie. How you doing? Ever got 500 plus in a game?
Last
I
one.
have, and I'm hoping to get it here, actually. It's been...
Last start, Mark.
Yeah.
As long as you get like about a 10.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Oh, is that 17?
The best.
I've got 600 once, I think.
I think I've
Should I
broken
play
it
more?
once.
I'll quit.
Just like my dart skills at home, Scribe. I pay £25 for Yakuza Like a Dragon, second hand, and it's a waste of £25. Ooh.
Ooh. I quite enjoyed it, but there's a section of it where you have to grind your ass off. That wasn't fun.
Do you have to, or is it just because you were trying to push the story? And they expect you to go around and do story side stuff?
I did a fair bit of side stuff, and I still had to grind the shit out of it, so...
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't But, I mean, that was the only section that it was for me. But otherwise, it was fairly good. The story was really good. And I don't like turn-based stuff, generally. It's not my thing. But there we go.
Mm-hmm. That's good, Cosmosis. That's like my attitude as well. If I'm like in someone's stream, I probably would tell them about secrets and stuff, because most first-time players are not going to see that sort of stuff, are they, Matt? And the game with Shenmue, it's just full of surprises, and you kind of have to play it more than once. Whereas obviously a lot of these streamers are probably only going to play it once. So if you can tell them in the moment.
Maybe next time.
Interesting. Judgment got Strictly Sega Europe into the whole series, and now he's completed all of them, so bloody hell. You've smashed them.
Right.
In about 3 or 4 years, whenever the Judgment came out.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Sonosuke. Wow, and welcome in.
Oh, cheers, buddy. 3-month streak. That's very good of you, thank you.
Testing a theory if this is echoey again. Yeah, still fucked. Alright, fuck it, I give up.
What are you trying to solve now, Matt? Is it because you're like on a poorer headset or something? You're trying to get your Yeti to work?
It's just weird, I don't understand it. Like, this is exactly, like, honestly, it's the exact same setup that I have every stream. I haven't changed anything. I just wonder if OBS is doing something that I don't know about, but...
Possibly, man, just
figure it
crack
out.
on.
I'll figure it
Sort
out later when we finish. I'll sit on and figure it out.
Yakuza 0. Watching it. I feel like you have to play it, Frankie.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably would have got bored watching it, because it's a lot of like dialogue, especially at the start.
Game over.
Turned updates on my PC.
That's enough for now.
Probably, but they never normally do it. They never normally fuck it up. OBS updated itself. That's probably done it, to be honest, because it's OBS.
That's probably what's done it, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking OBS, when it updates itself, just fucks everything. You can never update itself without having a...
When I complete that Forspoken game, I ask as I heard that the ending art is a similar style to Shenmue 2, where there's a long walking conversation segment in the end game. Well, I haven't actually looked into that game yet. I've seen it on Twitter, I think. Forspoken. Square Enix, okay. It's not doing good. Not that I look at reviews, but apparently 30% like this game. It's saying
It got review bombed quite hard. I did hear that.
6 out of 10. That means no one's playing it. But 6 out of 10 for me is probably I'm more likely to play it, actually. Let's see how much it is. I love a good 6 out of 10 game. Yeah, not at the moment though.
There we go.
Not at 50 quid. I'll wait. What's your favourite store music in Shenmue 1? Mine is Go Bluetooth Pizza. Inside Mario's Pizzeria.
Well, we'll go to Mario's Pizza if it's open.
See if you can hear that. Shop music. I think I like MJQ, you know.
Shut until 5, so I have to wait.
Yeah. Ever since hearing Richard's sort of remake of it as well, it's been in my head a bit. Slothouse is good.
I'll go back there actually. Waste a bit of money.
I like the Slothouse music that's sort of like, you know that piece of music that's called The Spot or To The Spot or something?
Oh, yeah.
That uses a bit of the Slothouse music, and I think actually it's the Slothouse music from Shenmue 2 thing.
20 tokens for 100 yen.
That's a cool piece of music.
How many will I use?
Really hope we get an announcement for Shenmue 4 this year. Now, will we get an announcement for Shenmue 4 this year? That is the question. Or any Shenmue related project.
You'd hope so. I'm quite hopeful about this year. I think there's been enough time that has passed that this is the year into it.
Once
This
Dead's
has to
out
be the year.
on Valentine's Day. Especially as he's been playing Shenmue City.
That was quite interesting.
He's either seen
But an
our
interesting response.
podcast tweet or has listened to the show.
I'm assuming he's listened to the show, Matt. He's a big podcast listener, I think.
Peter Wilson reckons we're getting a Shenmue 4 announcement. The anime's probably done. Any old games welcome in. Was Shenmue financially successful? Shenmue 3 financially did fine. That came
First
from
game in the context of the Dreamcast and stuff was a big hit, right? It just obviously didn't make its money back off the budget because the budget was stupid.
Shenmue 3, it made money, but I think the fairest way I can put it is it probably didn't make as much money as people would have hoped, or didn't sell quite as well as they probably hoped to, for whatever reason, whether that was insane targets or combination.
Especially with
of
the
both.
buzz, the buzz from like E3 and obviously the reaction that people went on Kickstarter, and it was like the Guinness World Record. Is it still the Guinness World Record holder?
Not anymore, no.
Not in the mail, no.
I think GTA 4 took it and it's been taken again since.
GTA 4? What, on Kickstarter? What do you mean?
No, I thought you meant most expensive game ever. I thought you were talking about the originals.
Oh, no. I meant Kickstarter world record, whatever they got, was it first to 2 million and then the most ever made for a video game or whatever. But yeah, because of the buzz of that, I think they thought it was going to make a lot more money than it did.
Yeah, I do.
Abdullah says, didn't 110 say they have a surprise announcement soon?
They've got more games announcements coming up. They said that in their Q&A yesterday, but I don't know what those games are. I know one of them got delayed. 110, if you're watching this stream, I see. Pottery making, yeah, it'd been quite good, actually. It's very Shenmue, that sort of thing.
Delivering newspapers. Renan says Dreamcast sales were crap, but blames Sega for the Shenmue series. But Sega blamed the Shenmue series, yeah. That's about right, isn't it? Star Citizen, I'm not sure. I don't know if that was a Kickstarter, was it? Wasn't that like... Or it started off as Kickstarter and then
It
they did like
on,
some funding
never
somewhere else.
They just carried on funding.
It seems like a scam to me, to be honest.
It does a bit there.
Still.
Scam!
It's been like 10 years.
Oh, thanks, Yana. Yeah, we enjoy doing these streams every month. I enjoy it more when my equipment works properly, but you know, not that I'm bitter or angry or anything.
How many people do you think backed Shenmue 3 between both the Kickstarter and Slackerbacker?
Wasn't it around
Didn't we get-
70,000 backers? Although people may have backed twice, etc.
True. Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm sure they gave a final figure, and it was like 72,000 or something, I think, off
Something like that.
off the Slackerbacker. But yeah, I mean, you've got people like me, Matt, that, or well, both of us that backed it probably
I backed it twice.
4 or 5 times.
Definitely twice back in the day.
So much so it was like I didn't know. I was getting all these emails from what was the company that fulfilled it? Fangamer.
Fangamer, yeah.
And I didn't know which login had this and which login had that, and it got a bit messy actually, like trying to use the code for the international phone card and all that sort of stuff.
A few backers got upset with the Epic Steam thing. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because they said Windows PC on the original Kickstarter. People made assumptions it was Steam then. They only announced Steam in 2018, and then anybody after that point has right to be a bit pissed about it, in my mind. But they didn't handle it very well. It doesn't matter who you are, they did not handle that very well at all. Yes, everybody got a Steam version as well, so people got 2.
Well, I like what Adola says. He said Shenmue 3 done really good sales. Me alone, I got 12 physical copies, 6 Steam copies, 6 Epic copies, and 3 PlayStation digital copies. There's probably about 5 people that actually bought the game.
Let me have a quick look, Peter. I'm pretty sure it's all... I haven't messed around with it, so just bear with me. Volume mixer... Input, output's normal.
Oh, thanks, Yanni. Says Jim, I'm glad you're still doing the streams every month. It's something that I try really hard to make time for. Really appreciate you showing up, man.
Let's try that one.
Every month.
We try. We do try, don't we?
As I say, I cannot see how Shenmue 4 is not a thing, given that they have everything already created in Unreal. If they used an engine that was no longer usable and they had to start from scratch, then we'd be in massive trouble. That's true.
Testing audio 1, 2.
Good point.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just doing a quick recording while this pisses around. Saturn
so Frank says 2012 and $548 million. 11 years of Star Citizen, it ain't out yet. I don't see people crying about that though. Yeah, everyone was crying when bloody people were getting 2 copies of the game. So Shenmue 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh.
Maybe 90,000 backers total. How have you worked that out? 90,000 backers.
1, 2, testing 1, 2.
Did everyone get a Steam version via Kickstarter in the end? I got an Epic one and played via that. Yeah, didn't we get both in the end? Or did you have to say you didn't want the Epic to get the Steam? I can't remember.
You got both.
Either way, I've got it on Steam.
You got both. You definitely got both.
Oh, you definitely got both. Did you have to apply for something before a certain date, or?
I can't remember,
I can't remember. Shenmue 3 looked amazing. It's just the cartoony characters and animations that were off. Everything else was really good. Fair point. You mean like Mr. Muscles? I can see that. Matt, you on Windows? Have you tried changing your default input device in the Windows setting?
I have. I think it's an OBS issue.
Rhino's in. Thanks, buddy. Nice to see you, Rye.
How did we first come across Shenmue? It was Dreamcast magazine that I saw it in, and the rest was history.
Bruce Wayne's in. Aaron, nice one, man. Nice to see you. I think Shenmue 4 is likely in development at this point, but I can see them not reusing assets from Shenmue 4 since I've heard complaints about the art style being inconsistent.
They can use some of it. May not just need to reuse all of it.
Yes. I can hold your leftover coins for you.
They can definitely use the systems and stuff that they created, though, because obviously they worked everything from the ground up, didn't they?
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Kickstarter and Slackerbacker were separate, I'd imagine.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, they were separate, but I feel like the Slackerbacker was still the on-running total. So I think it was something like 67 or 69, or what was the Kickstarter backers, Matt?
I think it was around
67.
67, 65. I can't remember. It might even be 66, you know.
Okay. and then Slackbacker ended on like 73 in my head. So you don't add them together. It was like that was the on-running total. So they gained like an extra 6 or 7k, I think, Slackbacker wise. So a lot of Shenmues and that Shensun. Shenmue 4 and 5 would be a lot easier to make. If we get Shenmue 4, Shenmue 5 will be piss easy to make, as we'll have Shenmue 3 assets and all of the updated Shenmue 4 assets to work with. Not to mention every bit of coding will be there as plug and play. I pretend I understood what you said then. Let's move through some of this. Happy 4th all. Mike, Franz, welcome. Can't hang out in the chat, but want to say hi. Hello. Go Bluetooth pizza. Don't think I've ever heard it like that before.
Let's have a listen.
I always sing like, it's, no, what do I say? It's Bob's Pizza. Ain't it? Let's get some pizza. Something like that. Let's get some pizza. Bam. Can't hear it. I'll have to go off Matt's head bobbing. Can you hear the Bluetooth pizza?
It does sound like it.
That's it.
It does a bit, yeah.
The hard parts of coding only they have all of that created. You can just implement that with any asset you make or use. So the program for Shenmue 4 is essentially done. It's all there ready to use. That's the beauty of Unreal Engine. Big Unreal Engine advocate Shensuners. How many Shenmues do you think the story needs, Matt?
It needs 2 more games, really, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I'd
like 6, but that's just because I'm a greedy Shenmue fan. But yeah, probably it definitely needs more than one more game, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think Shenmue 5, I think it would feel quite well-rounded at that point. Same with Tensei. 6 games, but I'm greedy. Can't decide when it ends since it's been such a large part of my teenage and young adult life. Agree with that. Yanni says, to be honest, do you think it would be better to make Shenmue 4 and 5 together to save on costs and release it with 1 year apart? That would be cool, actually, if someone was willing to give them the budget or publish it or whatever for like 2 games, because they know it needs 2 games to finish. That's a possibility, you know, because obviously trying to make Shenmue 3, and, you know, Yu Suzuki saying we need, you know, that's only 40% of the story.
It's a big ask, though, to get someone to do 2 games.
2 games. I know it's a big ask, but it's also, at least you know it's going to get finished.
Yeah, I suppose if that's the thing, if you say you're guaranteed to finish it in 2 games, then I think whether get it over the line.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it? And then they sell like a big box set at the end of it as well. Imagine having a big box set on your shelf, like the whole complete saga. And they could do it like books. Each game's like its own book. So there's like these 6 books in a box, and on the cover it's got like Chapter 1 Yokosuka and, you know, Hong Kong or something, and books in a box. You're making fun of the way I say books. All that reminded me of is that song, It's a Bag in a Box, It's a Bag in a Box. Anyone remembers that?
God. Showing our age.
Here's me bag. Here's me box. Here's me bag and box.
Have you guys played DQs and mods with Rio as the main character? I haven't, no.
He wears sun.
No, I don't know him.
Really? Tom,
Books
it's
and
about
box.
that.
What do you want me to say?
Thanks.
Books. Is it books? Do people say books?
Book.
Book.
Book, yeah.
You say book. I say book because there's two O's in the word. Book. I'm not Scouse now. Oh, because if people say book, it doesn't sound right at all.
Excuse me. Hey, I'm looking for Charlie. He always wears. Ah, you know him? There's this guy who's always like he knows what I see. About that, yeah, he came by ugly.
That's crazy, isn't it, Chanson?
Nah, I wouldn't. I see.
It's crazy. Actually, it blows my mind actually that we have existed in a time period where the internet wasn't around. That doesn't make sense to me anymore.
God,
Or
1999.
phones.
Phones, yeah.
What's up?
Like imagine,
Hey, I know you.
I can't even get my head around being a kid and going out with your friends
What?
and like your parents and stuff have got no point of contact to you at all. Unless you go to like a payphone or come home,
So
they can't contact you. How weird's that?
for a guy named Charlie.
Wouldn't think of it now, would you?
You wouldn't think about it at all, would you?
Really?
Yeah, you don't trust people, do ya? Come on.
And I always thought it was crazy, you know, when, say, you were meeting a friend at a specific time, like, oh, let's go to the cinema at 8. Okay, I'll meet you there, you know, on Wednesday. Someone shows up, and you've got to hope that the other person's remembered to show up at the same time. I'll meet you in front of, you know, the cinema. I'll meet you by the post box in front of the cinema or something. You know what I mean? It was like specific places like that to... And then someone would come around the corner and be like, oh, yeah, you did, you know, he remembered. Crazy. Always went to the library to get used to the internet. Yeah, when it first started, I suppose you had to, didn't you, to get like a better speed. I remember going into a HMV and they had a screen with the internet, and it was probably only like 1 megabyte line, but it seemed like it was insanely fast. I don't know why. Obviously at home you were using your Dreamcast on like a 56k modem, but in this HMV they had like the HMV website, and you click a link and it was like instant. It was crazy. Walking 2 hours to meet up with friends and then they couldn't get there or something. And how would you know? You'd have to wait for about 20 minutes and think like, oh, they're not going to show, I'll go home. And then you'd ring them, you'd be like, why didn't you show up? Or see them at school or something the next day, and they'd be like, oh, sorry mate, I couldn't.
So, do you know Charlie?
You were out playing and it was already super late into the evening and nobody called the cops. That's the thing now, if you don't hear off someone for like 6 hours when you're expecting to hear off them, yeah, it's basically like a missing persons case, isn't it?
A friend told me about it.
Where's the tattoo parlor?
I don't know.
Like for example, Matt, say if we were doing the stream, you told me you were streaming at 8, and then you didn't hear off me.
We're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
AOL discs. Welcome to AOL.
Yeah, God, that's old, isn't it?
I love it, man. It's just insane. I think a video popped up, and I think this is because of you, Frankie, that you were linking all those old, like, early 1900s videos, and it was recommended on YouTube. It was like the earliest known footage of London to exist or something. It was like 1892 or something. And I was watching it, I was like, I can't it doesn't make sense that these people that I'm watching in this video were alive in that thingy and they were just getting on with their lives like we are now. And obviously you're seeing stuff in black and white. Obviously to them, the world looks as it does now. You look at a tree, back in 1892, a tree looked the same, it's not like it's in sepia. But I can't process that in my head, because every single person in that video is dead, long dead. And you see like a bloke walk into frame, and you can see his face. It's like, the 1900s or whatever, and in the background there's like these horses and people going across London town, some like London Bridge or something, and like there's no cars, it's all horse carriages. It's just wild that like that was their life. So now this is our life. We've got cars, even self-driving cars are coming into it. The internet, we're sat in front of computers streaming to the world, and yet they were just going about their business. But horses, I don't know where they kept horses in London. Does anyone know? Like, where would you keep that? There must have been as many horses as there was cars, and it doesn't make sense. Where would they go at night? But it's just crazy that. And obviously that was like when cameras were being designed, so that's the only way that you could ever see that moment in time. That was a thing. So think about even before that time frame, it just doesn't make sense.
Back in my day. Stream is much clearer now. Excellent. That's good.
Must have been so easy to kidnap a child back then. Back then you got in trouble, it was your own fault. That's true. What did they point the furniture at before TVs?
A wall.
I guess each other. No, they'd probably lay the furniture out to face each other, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So instead of having the settee facing the TV, they've got like two chairs facing each other. In fact, my nan's house had a chair there and a chair, like, you know what I mean, facing each other. And then the settee was here. So it wasn't even really... Well, it was designed for the TV for her, sat in her chair. But the other chair was like facing, because obviously she gets people around. It's got that old-fashioned face-to-face chat. But these days you have to, like, you're talking to someone like that, aren't you, all the time? Turning your head. Because, like you say, the furniture's facing the TV. People in the future will be looking back and laughing that you didn't own a robot or you didn't have any mechanical attachments to your body. Yeah. It is crazy to think that's the way life is. Heading. Potentially. Although they've always thought that was going to happen, didn't they? Like futuristic flying cars and... Blade Runner 2042 or whatever it's called. Strictly Sega Europe. Look at us being all back in my day on a Saturday with our back problems and massive loans. Keep your horse in your carriage.
Fucking OBS is now playing out.
We were actually in a Chinese place. This is me and Paddy. On like an upper floor. Where was this in London? Paddy's not on the chat, is he?
No,
it was like some sort of a mall, like a shopping mall, but on like the fourth floor. This was in London. There was like robots going around with the trays. It was like proper weird. Like you put your tray in the robot and it drives off, that sort of thing. And I think it brought the menu to you and that sort of. To be honest, robots have been a thing for ages. Like we've just recently watched Short Circuit. First Short Circuit, which is honestly, I don't think I've ever seen the first Short Circuit. The second is amazing.
What is it?
But the first one I don't think I've ever seen it. It's free well, it's not free, it's on, it was either Netflix or something like that. But robots have been around since like before I was born, because that was a 1986 film. And I'd love a little Johnny Five.
So, are you gonna buy this, little Ryo?
I'll take this one.
I might have to restart
do-
OBS.
The roundabout by mine used to be a stable for horses, lost animals back in the old day with an E. What do you mean the roundabout used to be a stable? The roundabout used to be a stable. What used to be around the stable? If you know what I'm asking. Can you imagine a time traveler from them to now? They would be. This is a question. I'll pose this. It's got. Obviously, we're not really talking too much Shenmue, but there was. If anyone's ever listened to like the Ricky Gervais show podcasts with Carl Pilkin and stuff, they were on about time traveling at one episode, and Ricky Gervais calls Carl stupid because he said, if time travel was a thing, we'd already know about it, because obviously someone would have travelled from time into our era. But I do feel like there's got to be one instance where the time traveler isn't in your lifetime. Do you know what I mean? Because to get to the time traveler who goes back into time, there's got to be one instance where the time traveler wasn't there,
OBS,
if that makes sense.
Fuck is
But I
this
do
doing?
also get the other side of it as well, where because he's gone back into time, he would have been there as well. I like talking about this sort of philosophically sort of things. Interesting to see people's opinions. Just while Matt's like sorting a lot of stuff out, I thought we'd have some fun conversations. And I'm still sort of catching up on the chat, so I just want to own a Terminator endoskeleton. Surely you don't, Shenson. I hope we never get to that thing. I know we like really into AI at the moment, aren't we? Like this AI chat stuff, creating artworks and stuff. But if they put AI into robots, you are literally creating Skynet, aren't you?
The fuckers are killers.
Where at some point they are going to get so advanced. Would you want your 80-year-old Doris driving a flying car over your house?
No, I bloody wouldn't.
She probably wouldn't, though, would she? It'd be like on autopilot.
I think she likes this food.
Is my mic okay,
I'll bring
by
more
the
again
way?
soon.
Great! Thank you, dear.
You've always sounded fine to me, mate. I don't.
Just asking chat. Mic fine. Right, I think I fixed the fucking thing.
Fucking hell, man.
Bastarding, cunting.
Only two-
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Only took you an hour, mate.
Fucking cunt. Anyway. Now I can enjoy the
Manchester's got a
stream.
robot restaurant. Where's the robot restaurant in Manchester?
What happened to it? My fucking Windows sound, despite restarting it 3 times, kept picking up my camera and then feeding it into OBS. So now that fucking thing is fixed. Ugh! God, it fucks me off because I'm a perfectionist with this sort of shit. James will know I'm a perfectionist with the stream. I'm a really fussy cunt. But anyway,
Yeah.
now that is over and normal service is resumed, I won't be able to swear like that when we do the Game Blast stream because I'll get the sack.
Which is coming up, guys. Actually, on the 6th of February, we've got a cool anime video going out, which is going to be premiered. So if you're about, you can join the chat for that. I'll be there. I don't know if you'll be there, Matt, will you?
I will
In the
try and be
possibly?
there. Yeah, I'll try and get there.
Always love the chat during the shows. So it's a bit of a bonus sort of podcast, but it's a video podcast as well, where we're just chatting as we are now, but about the anime. 1 year on, can you believe it's been 1 year already? It's insane.
Mad. It's absolutely mad how quick
Madness.
that's gone, isn't it? When you think we were doing weekly streams at that point, weekly podcasts, by the end of it, me and you were fucking done, weren't we?
Basically. And then towards the end of the month is that Game Blast
Yeah.
charity stream we're going to be doing. So check that out. We'll advertise that in the future.
On the 24th. Just turn that up a touch.
So try and catch up with the chat because I want to read some of the stuff. So roundabout was fenced. People left the horses there when shopping, walking around, etc. Roundabout was fenced. So it was still a roundabout, even though it was a stable, and like in those oldie days. So it was like, so people had to go around the stable, obviously not in a circular.
Oh, people
Was it like
to see my QTE skills? We can do that in a minute.
Was it like enforced that to get like over there, you had to go around the stable?
If you meet the shops in Oka.
Alright, let's get this out. So I'm just
Back
testing.
time travel creates too many paradoxes to be real.
Yeah.
Back time travel. Back time travel.
And you get the butterfly effect. Which nobody wants.
Yanni says Jim is talking to a different stream. Stephen Hawking held a party for time travelers but didn't advertise it until the following year after, so he could prove that they didn't exist because no one saw the advert and then travelled back to the party. He didn't advertise it until the following year.
Right.
But what if, like, this is my point, if time travel isn't invented until 2500 AD,
I'll play once.
then until we get to 2500 AD, there's not going to be a time traveler, is there? And then the time traveler is going to go back into time, and then that's weird. I don't know. But what I mean is, there's got to be one series of actions where there's no time traveler, even though the time traveler goes back and sort of creates the second loop. But then, yeah, again, it doesn't make sense because he's travelled back in time, so he would have already been here. It's not going to be a thing, is it, mate? What blows me away is them being able to create a telescope that they can look at the sky and see a star that's supposed to be like 6 billion miles away or something.
Light years away, yeah.
It doesn't exist. It hasn't existed for like 23,000 years. How the fuck does anyone know that? That doesn't make sense. How can you make a telescope that can get that range? You know what I mean? When I can't even take a picture of a dog sat in front of me without it being blurry.
It's mad, isn't it? And I tell you what, that will get me if they can ever do it is teleportation. Can you imagine like teleporting to Tokyo because you fancy a day out?
They wouldn't do it though. Or they'd pay you, wouldn't they? It'd be like British Airways, but it'd be like British portals.
British portal.
And you'd have to get a ticket. You'd have to get a ticket. You'd queue there in the security queue for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then they just sort of like push you into this portal, and out you'd pop the other end, and you'd have to come back 2 weeks later. Otherwise, you'd get chaos.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
You'd get, suicide bombers popping up in the middle of a bloody concert, wouldn't you?
Who was it was after my QTE skills? Or they were on about QTE title rather than Excite QTE.
Let's score the restaurant, James. Why, can we not talk about it, Frankie? Is it like, if so many people show up? The irresistible Manchester restaurant using innovative robot services. Okay, I'll check this out. Try and catch up with the chat. I'm not saying I'm from the future, but I will say I think using Shenmue 6 and 7 to mainly focus on Goro was a mistake. Abdullah's asking, on a level, how much money do you think is needed for Shenmue 4 development as a last resort, and would you back another Kickstarter campaign?
Would I back a Kickstarter? Yes. How much money do I think is needed? Quite frankly, they don't. In my opinion, they don't need as much as they did last time because the systems are there. Just use what's there, right? Fuck it. As long as the storytelling's good, I'll take it. You know. I'd say because Shenmue 3 had a budget allegedly of 20. Well, I say allegedly. Yu Suzuki quoted it at $20 million. I don't know if that includes marketing, mind. But I'd say half that, personally, given the tools that are out there these days as well, which has progressed a lot since that Kickstarter announcement. I mean, we're 8 years off that Kickstarter announcement now, guys. Which is
That's crazy.
Mad in itself.
That's bonkers. That is bonkers. That's bonkers.
Hey, Retro. Are you good?
I just realised no one answered that question Frankie said, and I would like to know that. Did you have to have a horse's license? Like we have driver's license. I would like to know that.
Excuse me, can I see if your horse is taxed and insured, please?
I'm sure they must have had something, right? You can't just hop on a horse. You had to be a certain age, I would have expected as well. Blind Waffle says it's because the light comes to the telescope with the image.
Right, let's have a go at QT title.
100 yen.
Yo, Retro Godfather, thanks for joining.
Try it.
I mean, some fairly decent sort of debates in the chat here tonight.
We are.
You can drop in some random ones as well, but
And I'm going to reaffirm, guys, if you haven't followed us on Twitter yet, make sure you bloody go and do it, because we're nearly at 10,000, which is mad.
I'm sure I don't need to link it, but I'll link it.
It's mad that we're
Same.
getting towards 10,000. Like, I don't know what it was when we took the place over. I'd have to go through the analytics and have a look.
Not too sure, actually. So we're 82 followers off 10k.
Fucking hell.
So if you've got friends and family, guys, and like we said towards the start of the show, we're going to be giving away a huge prize pool. We haven't actually thought of what we're going to be giving away yet, but
We started talking
we've been
about it, haven't we?
yeah, we've been debating a few ideas what we want to do.
Oh, any old games, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Acid Snake, as well, for the super chat over on YouTube. Much appreciated. And welcome
Nice,
in. I
dude.
haven't seen you for a little while. Hope you're well.
I'll give you a handwritten or hand-typed thanks for that.
We don't
Much
skimp
appreciated.
here. And if anybody wonders where the money goes, it literally goes to the website for me and James to keep it running.
Yeah, it's quite pricey each month, isn't it, Matt? But we've been quite pleased actually with all the Twitch subscriptions and stuff. We're managing just about to cover the costs,
Which is
per
mental.
month.
And it's
at least for the
appreciated.
past like 2 or 3. We may have had to like chip a little bit more in. I don't know if it was last month or the month before that, Matt, but the last couple have been pretty good.
Yeah, it has, and it's thanks to everybody who's subscribed, whatever, followed us. It's much appreciated because it just helps keep the site running.
We would do it. We'd do it regardless, but yeah.
We would. Like, we've been doing it for a long time, haven't we?
Got a good question. Any update on another Shenmue issue?
Ah, that's a good question. In fairness,
It's a good question. It's overdue, long overdue now. I just watched that face that I just pulled back on the stream. Yeah, I just need the time. Basically, I'm like really, well, just over halfway through this final university course, so I don't want to like. I'm sure there's a good word for that, but I don't want to like not focus on that. And like I'm already distracted with like loads of other things the Dojo Vault stuff that I mentioned earlier. We've been working on that quite heavily recently. And then you've got streams, you've got podcasts. And when we do a podcast, then I've got like 2 or 3 days of editing, creating images, creating tweets and stuff. It's not just like instant stuff, is it? It's like it's got to be planned, and it takes up quite a lot of your night. So I'm just making up a ton of excuses that I haven't started it yet. But we are. I really want to get stuck in to issue 3 because I kind of hoped that I would be releasing it middle of the year. And that could still be on the cards. It depends if I do actually sit down and start doing it soon.
There's some good ideas for it that we've been talking about.
I've got more than enough ideas to complete issue 3.
And thank you.
And once I start it, I'll be dedicated until I finish it.
Yeah, it's just getting that initial start, isn't it? And Outer Heaven Game. Sorry, don't think I said thank you for the gift sub. Much appreciated.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Appreciate the subs. And I've already got like a written article ready from someone that I'm not going to name, but that's ready to go.
It's a good one as well, guys.
It is a really good article.
I see.
It's the guy who's done it. Yeah, you'll like this one. You'll like it. I've sat and read it, and it's really good. Very upfront as well, is I think the word I would use. Yeah, it's for the magazine only, so this won't see the light of day until Shenmue World is out there. Obviously, I've seen it. Oh, and thank you for the bits as well. Much appreciated.
Wow. Is that 100 bits or is that
400 bits?
2, 400 bits? I was going to say. Sick, man. Thank you.
Any decent game mods for this? Yes, there are. And actually, there is a video that I did in 2020. It will give you a list of the best ones to use and how to install them. So, for example, here I'm using Streamer 2K mods with Forklift, which gives you some HD textures. I've got audio restoration as well, which improves the audio, which got buggered up when it moved over from Dreamcast over to the modern platform for some reason.
Did you?
I'm also using a widescreen mod as well, which gets rid of the black bars, and also in Shenmue 2 it gets rid of the letterboxing for you as well.
You did the Streamer 2K stuff in the video, didn't you?
I did.
Yep. All right then. So there you go. Any old games? There's the video that Matt's on about there. And this was 2020, Matt.
Oh, it's literally, I kid you not, it's the first video I ever did for the dojo.
Yeah, it probably was, wasn't it? But it's a really good one. It's like talks you through how to install the mods, where to get them from. Yeah.
I guess it's not open yet.
Yeah, it's, you know what, it's weird watching some of those videos back. Like, I sit and cringe. I sit and absolutely fucking cringe at some of the shit.
Yeah, Frankie.
There's also a typo in that video. We'll see if anyone notices it when they watch it, but never mind.
What, on screen typo?
I'm not. I don't actually come up on screen in this video. I narrate it, so I'm not actually on video. But it's the first video in inverted commas that I actually ever made, like for the dojo. It wasn't.
Probably for the best. That early on, like at the first one. If it was anything like me, I know I was like quite a nervous wreck on the first stream and stuff.
Because I did that video, and then we did the first stream. Because then...
That crazy, mate, though. It was the first stream, and it was with Corey Marshall.
I know.
And bloody Adam Korolick, and...
I
talk about the first ever Twitch stream. And you were the host.
Yeah, running tech, trying to learn flipping OBS on the quick.
At least you didn't have the echo issue.
No, true. Although I've managed to fix that eventually. Blind luck, but at least it's fucking fixed, the fucking bastard.
Yeah, don't know if you can see it, Retro Godfather, but this is Shenmue Dojo merch, but...
We're very wary of it,
just for us.
aren't we?
Yeah,
Because
we're not going to...
Because it's not our logo. And I've seen certain Sega influencers out there using... They're treading very thin ice, I think, in terms of how they're using Sega IP. We're like, nah, we'll just, we've got those for ourselves. We go to like game conventions and stuff. It's just handy to have it, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the?
There's one in North. Is it Norfolk somewhere? There's a games convention this year in April. I think Scribe mentioned it a while ago. I don't know if he's still in chat.
I think I saw something on Twitter actually. It might have been Scribe, now that you mention it, asking Adam Koralik if he's bringing his Sega Pluto.
That was it. It's a fucking long way away.
Okay, let me go. I'll tell you.
But I would... Norfolk, how far away is it?
Thank you, Master Mo, for the €5 super chat.
I'll arrange for you to meet.
Oh,
Where
hello,
is
Norwich.
Norfolk?
Are you going, are you?
You
What
didn't
date
need to
is
rip
it?
my arm off.
Okay, so when?
I don't know if I can
Tomorrow
go.
at 3. Wait at the arcade.
Norwich. I wonder if I could do that in a
Your
day.
word.
Yeah.
But it's Norwich, is it?
You know what I'll do if you don't show.
Be a
Let
hell
me
of a
see how far
drive.
away it is.
Be a hell of a drive for me to do that. That's about 3 hours from me, I think.
Oops. Wrong address then.
Okay, so it's the weekend before I'm away on a stag do. Well, that's not a problem, necessarily.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours for me. 3 hours, 9 minutes.
Hi, Rio.
I reckon it's
Nozomi,
about 3 hours
what
for
are
me.
you
Let
doing
me have a look.
Class
A
just
bit of a
ended,
road trip, that is, Matt,
You
innit?
shouldn't be around
Get at it.
here.
but I
Unless you
went
get a
looking
train.
for you.
I could get a train.
My friend said she saw you down here.
Let me have a look at Google Maps
But why?
while this is.
Does he have hair in the video? I can tell by your voice you have
She
hair
went
in it.
there.
Yeah.
That Matt,
You
Frankie,
decided where to go?
in that mod video. Did you have hair in that mod video?
I had hair at the time, yeah. Yeah, it's a good. Do you know, it's 3
I
hours for me
started
as well,
studying for
actually,
the
to
entrance
Norwich.
exam.
Hmm.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if
I'm
I'd do that in a
worried
day.
about you. And with exams,
It would be a train jobby, Matt,
Rio,
to be honest, I
I
reckon.
understand what you're going through with your
I'll think it
father-in-law,
over.
but
It looks alright. I
Individual
know.
coaster.
Talk about it
I know
later.
the Sega guys are going, and Dreamcast Junkyard are going.
Yeah.
Oh, are they going again?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You should go home.
Jason Taylor. I've got Shenmue 1 and 2 on Dreamcast and PlayStation 4 and Shenmue 3 on PS4. Nice one.
Good man. How did you find Shenmue, Jason? I don't think I've seen your name, but if I have and missed you, and I apologise.
You like an original Dreamcast owner, or did you pick it up in recent
Here's
years?
a question, actually. I'm just in my head thinking about Dreamcast and modding the Dreamcast. Do you still get the DC HDMI mod from anywhere? 'Cause I was looking at,
DC HDI mod.
yeah. Because I've got the GDMU in mine. I will change the
Yeah.
power supply eventually. Oh, Adam Koralik is going.
Who is he? And John Riggs. Wow, it's going to be pretty good then.
Oh, you can still get them. Excellent. I will look into the logistics of it because
When is it?
14th and 15th of April.
April.
I don't think I could. I don't know if I could justify another weekend away. But that's literally the week before I'm on a stag do.
14th and 15th. I'd have to look into that map. 'Cause,
Hey,
you
Lawrence.
kind of saying like getting a. Unless you want to get a it's not putting anything out there, but unless you want to get a room together. Your halves on the room.
Yeah, it's probably the best because it's a 3-hour drive for me.
Yeah.
And it's about a 3-hour drive from you.
That's what I was trying to say. Shen's on no. Like 2 single beds, maybe?
Top and tail. I'll look into it properly. And Airbnb's a good shout, actually. No, I will look into it and see what I can do and whether it's practical. Also, I don't want to take the piss because I'm away the following weekend for a stag in Manchester, actually.
Okay.
I've got to go and destroy my mate.
You've got to.
Well, I got at my stag. I was a mess,
One
absolute
night
like
again.
complete mess. We went to Newcastle, and that was a bloody good night out.
Maybe I'll play it a bit.
I was going to ask you if it was Newcastle upon time, but I'm pretty sure you wouldn't come to Newcastle under Lyme.
We ended up in some rock. We ended up in some like rock club. It's absolutely awesome. Oh, Scribe, you'll have to what are you looking to do up there? Because
oh, you've got to go Arcade Club if you're talking about Manchester.
yeah, it's in Bury, isn't it? If my memory serves me correctly.
So close.
That's how you pronounce it. Bury. Is it Berry?
What's a stag? It's a bachelor party.
Also a backer for Shenmue magazine that came from Shenmue Dojo. Oh, awesome, Jason Taylor. Thank you. Yeah. So we've just been talking about that actually. So issue 3, I'm hoping to start soon.
All right.
If you were wondering.
Good club to go to. I say club. I don't think it classifies a club in Manchester. It depends what the people are into. Satan's Hollow in Manchester, like rock club, or it certainly was when I went there. Absolutely awesome. And it was cheap. I got absolutely wrecked in there for like 30 quid.
So close.
It's great.
That sounds good.
It was after
Down for Rock Club.
It was after we went to see
Free game.
WWE get filmed, SmackDown, a few years back. That was awesome.
Interesting.
Pre-COVID, this was.
So close.
Yeah. What were you doing in Manchester this week, Peter? And there's a few people from Manchester in the chat, so
All right.
Work.
work.
What is
fair
the
enough.
record dart score ever? I don't know.
Ever? Let's have a look on Suka Pass.
I was about to
Let's put
say
plug
you
there
put
for
it
Suka
on
Pass. Yeah. Just download Suka Pass from sukapass.com and we'll check this out.
Hang on. Better check that.
Hey, not too bad.
Wife's after me.
This is the last dart.
You know what? I can't, I don't think. I can't on my end just because I've got like a special update of the app it's replaced the ranking section with the next stuff that we're working on.
Did you want me to have a look in a second?
Have a quick look if you can, Matt.
Let me just throw this dart. And then I'll have a look.
Look, the teaser there for you guys.
Hey,
Next
not
Suka
too
Pass
bad.
update. If anyone remembers the passport.
This is the last game.
Where the fuck is it? There it is. Right, let that load up while it probably hear that beeping in the background actually.
All right.
Yep.
Arcade Club, Karen's Diner, need some good bar restaurants recommendation.
Karen's Diner, I've seen that. I think that's on TikTok quite a bit. People go and they like. Have you heard about that one, Matt?
No. Oh, I've heard that you pay to basically get like abused.
Yeah.
So close.
Some other good bar recommendations. Bar restaurant recommendations.
There's a good Chinese called Tattoo in Manchester, but it's fucking expensive.
Okay.
I was looking at it for our group, and they wanted like a shitload of money to like for a big group of us. I'm like, you what?
Is that in Chinatown?
I don't know where in Manchester it is,
All right.
but I'll have to have a look. Bandera or something is a good tapas bar, apparently. Tapas place we're going to.
Okay. Have you still got your iPhone, Frankie? It's so easy.
Right, network ranking for everybody. Now I'm on Suka Pass. 757.8488 is the world record.
Who was that by?
That is by Super Kev, a guy in the UK.
Can you put that up on the screen?
If you
Like
can
that?
just see
Maybe
it.
next time.
It's not particularly clear, but you see that?
757 was it?
Yeah.
Have a go, Matt. See if you can beat it.
757. I think my record is around 630. And that's on Shenmue 2.
One game, 100 yen.
If I remember
So
correctly.
Frankie, literally, yeah, go on the download
Maybe
page,
I'll play it a bit.
press that button there. Available on Test Flight. It'll take you to the App Store to download Test Flight. And then once you've got Test Flight, press that link again, and that's why it went straight to Superpass and install.
Hey, not too bad.
So
Stockport.
should not be an issue. Stockport. Have you been to Arcade Club Rye?
Arcade Club's fucking amazing. I
That
wish
was
it was,
amazing.
I
Wasn't it?
wish it was closer.
Hey, not too bad.
About... Okay, you have to do it on your phone, Frankie.
Oh, God, I
No,
wish it was.
good.
I wish it was closer. The nearest one we've got, which is it's not a patch on it, got Pixel Bunker and Milton Keynes. That's all right. But it's not very big, so a lot of the cabs are stand up.
Okay.
But it's still good. Like, I can't really moan. I quite enjoy going there.
This
But
is it.
yeah, the one in Barry is top notch. They actually did all right food there as well.
Not bad.
Oh, what did we have again?
We had a hot dog. It was all
Alright,
right.
a free game.
Yeah, yeah. Chili dog, was it?
After I rinsed Tapper to death.
Yeah.
I do like Tapper.
Oh, son, you want to get a gamer chair? Secret Labs, mate. Honestly, it was the best thing I ever did for my back.
Not
Is it?
bad.
How many months in a row is this talking about secret lab chairs?
Like, I sit in this chair 8 to 10 hours a day because I work from home, and it honestly
I'm
it's the
getting
best
it.
thing I did for my back. It's amazing.
Do you want me to show you that feature again that I like, Shenston?
You can literally lie flat on these fuckers. It's great.
I might just do the rest of the stream like
I'm
this.
getting it.
Ah,
This is it.
Why can't you go on the normal app store? Just because, like what Matt said, using Shenmue IP and that sort of stuff,
got a link to
getting
your chair.
copyright and
It's a Secret Lab Titan I've got,
The
and
last
it's the same
game.
as Jake. Skill's got the same one.
yeah,
just-
I've got a Titan.
just
That's what
for-
that big T means.
Just the 2022 model, because mine's a 2020 model.
No, good.
Secret lab.
But honestly, it's the best thing I ever did. I absolutely love it.
I'm just wondering if there's a referral code.
Bloody
can
should
pop
be
in
the
and
amount
give
of
me-
these we've probably sold.
I know.
Yeah.
I've had this
Nope.
2 years.
There's a Valentine's sale on apparently.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Up to £200 off. And then I've got a thing that pops up, get 20 quid off your order if you sign up to the newsletter. What's this
No,
saying?
good.
Secret Lab Titan Evo
It's the last-
2022 map. Is that what I've got?
Yeah.
So up to £135 off my chair,
Right.
if you like that. I don't know how much I paid though.
Game over.
I paid
Mine's Arctic Blue, I think.
Maybe next.
Just check.
300 and
Was it
something.
Frost Blue? Could be Frost Blue.
Should we go for a hang on clear? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'd say it's
Hang
Frostbrook
on.
Blue.
100 yen a game.
£404. I didn't pay that much, did I?
They have gone up a lot. Like
I'll
when I
try it.
bought this was about 330 I paid for this.
Maybe I did. I did put it on finance. You'll like I think it took me like 4 or 5 months.
Getting 500
pay
like
it
it's
off.
nothing. Do you know what the
It was
trick?
like 70 quid a month, I think, for whatever, just a few months.
The trick with darts on here, I find, is don't panic. Just keep going for the bullseye, because you've got more chance of hitting a bullseye than you have anything else. With like your
I always
treble
like
20.
wait until he goes up like that up motion towards the treble 20. That's when I throw it.
It's hard because like treble 20, like if you obviously nail it, it's top score on the board. But I find it's harder to hit than a bull, personally. Either or. There we go, got away with that. That was poor as well.
That's probably what I did do. £72 a month would split it.
I got this for work basically because after COVID, my job went pretty much. I go to the office 1 day a week, and I needed a chair. Because I nicked my wife's old one because she bought one of those IKEA ones. I can't remember the name of it, but that's all right. It was like 130 quid she paid. It's all right.
Marcus.
That's it.
I had that chair, and it's a good chair to be honest. It's
quite solid.
Not the leather, but like whatever the coating is, that started to peel off.
Yeah, they do after a while, don't they? Oh, but, piss off.
Like you, Matt, I can't say any better than this. I think it's worth the money because you sat in it a lot. It's the same thing they say about your bed. You're supposed to spend half your life in bed, so why would you not fork out and get a good bed? A good night's sleep, and that's when your body repairs. And similar thing with the chair. If you're in a shit chair and you've got back pain and back issues, which I was getting, this chair's just been well worth it. And you can use the code Shenmue Dojo.
See, the funny thing with it as well, when I first sat in it, I was like, bloody hell, this is harder than I thought. But actually, it's really nice and sturdy. Like, I work for a local council, so... And if they give you a chair, like they can do for equipment, for home working, the chairs are shit. They're awful. So I'd rather have my own.
Mm-hmm. But I know. Yes, it was you that sent me that, wasn't it? There's supposed to be 500,000 free flights to Hong Kong.
Wow.
Coming later in the year, yeah. Apparently they're starting with like Asia countries. And eventually they're going to roll them out to these countries, and it's going to be I think it's going to be like a lottery, is it?
Oh,
where you might get a free ticket.
To encourage people out there.
But yeah. You should have just told me, Rhino, because the more people you start telling about it, the less chance you've got of winning one. So just keep it on the down low now. We might even be on the same flight. Is the secret lab chair good for a person like me with no butt?
Oh,
I think so, because they've got like
Thank you very much.
Have you done that? Cheers, Frankie. Yeah, there's like 2 twisty knob things on this chair, and one of them does your arse, and one of them does your like spine, doesn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called.
Lumbar.
Is it lumbar?
Yeah.
There's like a lumbar thing going on, and you twist this knob, and you can feel like the chair sort of like digs into your back more. So obviously you set it to where you feel like, oh, that feels quite comfortable. And to be honest, I've never really understood it firsthand to say like it needs to be digging in your back more than not. I don't know.
I find mine's just enough that it makes my posture and my lower back it supports it nicely, so I don't slouch as much.
Yeah. You can feel it like it just feels right is the best description. If you lean back into your chair, it just feels nice. And it's got that sort of a sway thing. Have you got that sway thing on like that?
Yeah, so I can sway about. It's great.
Like some people might not like that, but
I really like
it. That. It's like a rocking chair. And it's like an inbuilt rocking chair feature.
And it keeps you like nice and solid in it the entire time as well. So you're not like slouching again when you sit back. It's really cool.
Someone on the chat might know, but was there a benefit to a rocking chair? You know what I mean? Like that rocking thing, is there a benefit to that? Or was that just like a nice...
Just because someone fancied doing
leisurely...
it?
Yeah. Because like that feels nice.
Oh, you bastard!
I'm not sure if there's any benefit to it. Maybe it's strengthening my knees. Maybe I should have been doing this all my life.
So close to fucking getting clear there as well. Damn it.
Isn't it a breastfeeding thing? Is that the only feature of a rocking chair? Just so you can breastfeed a child? What size did you get? Regular XL?
Regular.
Ooh.
Depends
I think
how
I
big
got
you are.
regular.
The XL one, if you're over a certain height and weight, they make those
Yeah.
XL ones, and they're a bit bigger.
Yeah, I remember having a tape measure out to make sure. Because I feel like the XL was like over 5'12" or something like that.
Yeah, it was around that, wasn't it? And like over a certain weight, because I didn't fit the weight, because I'm about 11 and a half, 12 stone. I'm definitely not the height.
Cathay Pacific. Yeah, you'd hope there'd be return tickets, wouldn't you, if they were free? I think what I was reading was they're free because they're hoping that you would take other family members and they would pay, if you know what I mean. So, like, if I got a free ticket to Hong Kong, I'd be paying for my wife and my daughter to go with me.
Yeah, and I'd be my wife coming. Starting on March the 1st. Okay. No, that's alright, Rhino, don't worry about it. It's quite interesting.
To get the free ticket, costs in the city some 255 million. Yeah.
Frankie won't pay for anybody else, she'll just go on her own. Bit mean, but okay.
290, what's that? Is that pounds? £290?
Yeah.
So that's another American thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do stone, don't we? Starting on March 1st, travellers wanting to visit Hong Kong can enter their names into a flight ticket lottery. Is that for us, Rhino? Or for the people in Asia that it was suggesting?
Did I get the milk out of this?
You can only do it once after you've seen the kitten.
Yeah, I can't remember if I did or not.
I feel like I do remember you doing it.
I may have done, in fairness.
And you got the food off the counter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all that.
Because we were going around the house, weren't we? And you showed off the lamp trick and all that sort of stuff.
So, Indian Britain does a bit of both. We do like, stones and pounds, but we also do kilograms. It's really weird. We're in this sort of weird halfway house. So, like, we do things in miles rather than the kilometres when we're driving. But then you'll measure somebody, or you'll measure something, and it's in centimetres rather than inches or whatever. It's a fucking mess.
It is mental. Say if you're weighing a parcel, I have to get grams and kilograms.
Yeah.
If I'm weighing a person, it's in stone.
So weird.
Heights and feet. But if you're doing a measurement of anything, you'd be using a tape measure in centimetres.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
It is bonkers. And then we do furlongs, don't we, for like horse racing?
Furlongs, yeah. Acres, hectares, all that sort of shit.
You only know your height in centimetres. I think I only know mine in feet.
I'm like
5'11".
I'm 5'10", allegedly.
Centimetres, it sounds bigger than inches. Depends what you're measuring there, Reynolds.
Promise to avenge you.
Dear.
5'9".
Yo-san, let's spar for a bit, huh? It's been a while.
It's weird, isn't it? I don't know what that is. In my head, I can't visualise 196 centimetres, but I can probably visualise like 10 centimetres from the amount of times I've had to measure something.
186 foot.
What? You're not that tall, are you, Frankie? You're over 6 foot. You're 8 foot. Yards too. What do we use yards for?
Football.
18
yard box and shit like that.
True.
Frankie is the Undertaker.
Football, yeah.
Whoa! Oh!
Die! What is your favourite?
What's your favourite Shenmue move? Good question. I really like Tornado Kick. Once you unlock it, I can't stop doing it.
Not Swallow Dive.
Not Swallow Dive, no. I think I probably used that a couple of times. after he teaches you, you probably try it, and then you feel like you always miss.
That was a good one.
I like some of the grabs, if you can pull them off.
How's that?
Like, there's
break.
nothing better than like a proper. I was going to say, a proper arm break fire where he's doing all that shit. Oh no, that's machine gun fist, isn't it?
That's quite good. Arm break fire is really cool because he puts him in an arm bar and snaps it, doesn't he? It's quite cool.
I like watching people that can do all those moves, like that guy we spoke about before, that Richard something.
Richard
Payne,
Payne.
Are they the same ones?
which is a good name for the pain he gives to these people.
His
But
fighting on the
His
original
fighting's
games
unbelievable.
is mad. Like,
Thinking of going after them alone,
he'll
are
go
you?
like
Go
he'll
up against
grab
those
someone,
killers?
twist them, spin them over, and fucking
and he knows all the
and
counters,
start
doesn't he?
twatting them on the
time-
floor,
like
and they
time,
keep bouncing
timing the
off the floor.
counters and all that stuff. It's mad.
I've made up my mind.
But what if something
Because he's got the
happens
world
to you?
record for the 70-man battle now,
You're
I think.
responsible.
Let's see. What more so than the
Worry about
Super
me.
Pass rankings?
No.
I think so.
Ryo-san, is that why you started training? Oh, please. I'm begging you. Please think it over.
My mind is made
Reminds
up.
me of a guy called
I must
Jeff
go.
who was good with that shit. Doing the counters, if you use dodge, if you time it right, rear will sort of duck, and then you can like press punch or kick or whatever, and he'll throw in a counter attack.
You overheard?
Please
quite cool.
don't pursue this, Ryo-san.
I have to.
We need a combat
Outside.
tutorial. You ain't getting one from me, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Begging you.
Nor me.
Get Richard to do it.
Respect Hazuki-sensei's will and
The
look after
Shenmue
the
3
dojo.
combat, I
can't
wouldn't be
believe my
too
father killed
bad.
someone.
I could probably get away with a combat video in that. I'm better at the
Please
Shenmue
wait.
3 combat than I am this one.
There's something I must give to you.
Hashtag Shenmue Anime 2. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, with that,
A letter.
whether it happens or not, I don't know, but
This came right
with
after
Warner Brothers
Hazuki
Discovery, they
Sensei
did come out and
passed
say
away.
before Christmas they're now in a phase of looking
I
at
had a bad feeling
new
about it,
products
so
again.
I felt I should
So they might.
hidden until
Yeah,
today,
there's not. It's slim, but there could be a chance, or somebody like Netflix could pick it up.
because I
Just
didn't
don't
want
share
you
your
to do
passwords on
anything
Netflix anymore,
foolish
'cause you're
and
not
risk
allowed.
your life.
Yeah,
And
they did
because
say something
I
earlier
want
that was a
you
mistake or something,
thinking
right?
of
Oh,
your
did they?
father.
I didn't see that. Because a lot of people were
Please,
going mad,
make a
weren't they?
promise to me.
Yeah. I think they do want to do that though,
Yeah,
where you
so-
can't share passwords.
Please, I need you to promise me.
Yes. I promise.
But yeah, I don't know, man. The anime is a bit of a funny one, innit?
There's a lot of fingers in the pie, but it's Shenmue in general. There's a lot of fingers in the pie, isn't there?
I do think like the main focus is Shenmue 4 now,
I do.
and obviously like a year ago that probably was the other way around, but I think they've got to push for the Shenmue 4 and then just see what happens, aren't we?
Yeah. That's all we got to do. Keep pushing, keep pushing. We'll get there. We've got there before. We're working on something for the
Today's
site
the
as well around the tweetathon, aren't we? Which we've had some help from some of the old Team U guys as well, which has been awesome to really sort of get us moving in the right direction as well.
He didn't need to tell you though, Frankie, did he? Because you've already played Shenmue 6, you know, in the future.
Well,
Via time travel.
Is that a letter? In Chinese? Is it from the man who murdered Sensei?
I
See,
don't
Rio in the anime would be able to read that, wouldn't he?
Damn it.
Yeah.
He's fluent in
Only
Chinese.
there's someone who reads Chinese.
I'm going to try and get to the harbour at least before we do competitions, because I'd like to do that.
Is the anime cancelled or shelved? They said cancelled, didn't they?
They said cancelled,
Yeah.
but everything got cancelled, so it's really hard to determine the two. But I can see what Renners is saying. Because shelved means it might come back, but cancelled more
thought the
definitive.
I thought the animation studio was on Twitter, weren't they? Wasn't that TMS?
Yeah, they are on Twitter.
They are on Twitter, Scribe. And in fact, that TMS, where have I put that?
You hungry?
Those were the ones that made the Virtua Fighter anime back in the day,
Oh, were they?
which I didn't realise. But yeah, the TMS logo's there.
Ah, okay.
She looks We
See
are
that?
happy. Thank you, dear.
Very good. I did not know that.
I'm looking forward to watching this actually because there's the opening cutscene's got like the eagle flying around like a Guilini looking area, so it's like there's already like inspiration from.
We do need a Virtua Fighter 6 as well. I would agree with that.
What's wrong?
I think it's happening, judging by how Ultimate Showdown did.
He said he'd give it back if I brought you to him.
Yeah, they were on about that at the time, weren't they? Like RGG Studios are making it.
I think it's pretty much dead cert, actually.
We were on about this as well, guys. We haven't actually mentioned it, but we've got some prizes to give away.
Resist, boy. What?
I think we came to the conclusion tonight. We're going to be giving away a Shenmue 1 and 2 guide. I've got the Shenmue 3 game promo sleeve, and the only difference is that there's no barcode, and it says it's a promo sleeve in tiny letters there. So that's quite a neat item, I suppose. And we've got a postcard as usual to give away. Marble races. So I think that's probably what we'll be giving away tonight. Got the Blu-ray, Shenson. It was linked. Someone linked. I forget who it was. I think it was. Was it Peter Wilson? No, couldn't have been.
I thought it was Stuart.
No, Stuart was on about because he pre-ordered it from Amazon.com, and then someone told us about. Was it Peter? It was you, wasn't it? You told us about that Otaku, yeah, the Otaku site.
That was it, yeah.
So you can actually get this, and again, probably should be getting a bit of incentive from this, but you can get this Virtua Fighter Blu-ray for $29.99 from Otaku.com, which is cheaper than it was going to cost on Amazon.com because obviously you got the import fees and the postage.
We're going to stream to about 10:15.
Are you okay?
It's not region free, that's the only problem.
Thank you.
It's American.
Shish.
So unless you've got a region free player,
Yes.
then you might struggle to play it.
Hey,
But
Ferris.
it does work on my PC.
What's your
It
name?
works on my PC with a software called Lenovo, was it? It's not weird.
Hazuki.
Yeah.
Say, Ryo-san.
Leowo. But
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioned it earlier today. Right, let's get this fucking letter to the harbour, shall we?
I would like to watch it on a TV
Yeah,
because watching it on my PC feels like I probably could just get on an illegal anime site and watch it.
I need to get back on Otaku, actually, because they have the Sonic Frontiers soundtrack on there, and it's quite reasonably
Oh, yeah.
priced. And
Yeah.
that'd be a rare item, I reckon. And it can go on my shelf.
The company that's made this disc, Shenson, is Discotech. Discotech Media.
Hi, Gowan.
Come on, let's play.
Next time, okay? I'm kind of busy
So yeah,
now.
they'd probably be up
By the
for
way,
a Shenmue
Gowan, you're Chinese, aren't you?
Blu-ray.
Yup.
I'm looking for somebody who can
Next
read a
time
letter
Jason
written in
DeMarco
Chinese.
does a Ask Me Anything on Twitter, I'll ask him about
Your
the
grandmother?
home release.
About your
Bloody hell,
grandmother?
Sean Hastings, 20 years. If that's possible, if that's so, then I may have used them.
She sells. It's called.
You mean Lo Xia?
It says.
I'll go
Oh
see.
my god, you just like made a little bit of a nostalgia thing. I think I used them for Dreamcast games.
Oh, bloody hell, that's going back.
Otaku, yeah. Is that the same company? Pretty sure if you just Google Otaku Blu-ray. Okay, moving up. What's the website?
You did send it to
What's
me, the website, in our Discord chat if you were looking for it.
Otaku Mode.
Ah,
That's not into it.
May I help you?
Excuse me. Are you Xiaosun?
Can't believe if these have been around that long, that's crazy.
And you
Probably
are?
did get the Dreamcast games from them.
Hazuki.
Yeah, we'll pin the website in the Discord server so everyone can have a look at it.
Oh yes, my grandson. Go and told me. Thank you very much.
Maybe it's not Otaku mood.
You helped him at Sakuragaoka.
Shenmue OST back from the...
I
Oh,
remember.
bloody hell.
He was so excited when he told me.
Have a look on Discord.
He now aspires to grow strong and brave, just like you.
It was nothing really.
Oh, excuse me.
So, what brings you here?
Well, I have a letter I'd like you to translate.
Hey?
That's the thing with Shenmue 2 OST. Until the
Reverse.
1 and 2 Japanese version came out, the
Yes,
special
But they
edition,
aren't just reverse left to
which I
right.
think I've got on my... you can see
They're
it
written
to
in
the
a special style.
just over there
Could you read it for me?
in the
It's
background.
literally just otaku.co.uk.
Yes, of
That was the
course.
first time we had some Shenmue 2 music, really. officially
Beware of
released.
those who pursue the mirror. If you ever need help, seek
Oh,
the
excuse
aid
me.
of Master Chen.
So it's $31.99 now,
Zhu Yuan Da.
but it was $29.99.
Still not bad.
Zhu Young La. Master Chen?
Oh, there's something written on the back too.
But the company that's made it has like properly,
Tian Jifu, Jiao Tao
you know,
Long.
done it justice in a sense, because they've included all of the English dub up until whatever episode it
And
was,
they've subbed the rest, haven't they?
and then they've subbed the rest of
Because
it.
that
Yeah,
was a big deal, because didn't
Father's Heaven,
fans do it?
Nine Dragons,
And then they've
Mother's Earth,
put it on
Comrade.
DVD.
officially done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense.
Can we do another Kickstarter just for the amount of paid staff to develop a game and voice acting?
But I think this part may
I'm
be a
wary
phone
of
number.
Kickstarter
These
with
ancient
Shenmue
characters
after
are
Shenmue
numbers.
3. I'd
phone number?
donate to one, happily. Wouldn't be a
Yes.
problem.
I'd donate to it. Yeah, just get bad press though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it just gets shat on from a great height.
5647.
Crazy bad press.
0468.
Could we do an
61
unofficial
good.
one?
56
The problem with
479.
unofficial stuff like that, right, is
I've got it.
who governs that?
Thank you very much.
Because the dojo could do one and we'd be legit, but
We'd have to have the clear from Wisenet or whatever, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
You know, we're going to earn some money for you, and then they'd have to say, yeah, that would be brilliant. Otherwise, it would just feel weird, wouldn't it? Like, say,
it's too many ifs, buts, maybes, and it's dodgy ground. And I don't.
and how embarrassing would it be as well? Like, if
Feel
we set something up and then it was like 200 quid or something.
Yeah, and I
It's
just
all that we raised.
Straight up, don't feel comfortable with something like that. If they're going to do fundraising, I think it needs to be through official channels. Personally,
Yeah, I agree. So, are you? What kind of? Which way around do you say
Yes, I
Zuyanda?
can't find it in the phone book.
Yuanda Zoo or
I always feel
Zuyanda?
Yuanda Zoo is always, I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it? The pronunciation's weird because in Shenmue 2, obviously, you can say Yuanda Zoo. Zuyanda. It's like weird in Shenmue 1. I always used to say Zuyanda. I find it easier to say Yuanda Zoo than Zoo Yuanda.
I do. Maybe it's because it's so ingrained playing Shenmue 2. Could donate
Yeah.
straight to Wise. Yeah. Again, I don't know how practical that would be. And whether they'd even accept it, actually. My theory on WiseNet and what they're doing, personally,
Hello?
with Shenmue 4, is they're making other games
Nine
to
dragons.
front up a portion of money for development towards Shenmue 4. Because think about it, with the Kickstarter, there was a big
Comrade.
portion of money there up front. You had the
Warehouse number
Kickstarter
8.
money, you had the money from Shibuya, you had the money from
this the Chen
Sony,
residence?
which wasn't a lot, but we
Oops.
still had some money from Sony, and you probably had something from WiseNet. Not
That's
much, but
warehouse
you'd have
number
had
8.
something. So if you're fronting up, say, I don't know, half the budget there and then, it makes it a lot easier. Now, if WiseNet walked in and said, right, I don't know, we want a budget of $10 million and here's 4 million of it, that makes it all of a sudden a lot more palatable for somebody to come and go, all right, we'll make a quick buck off of this.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you make a prediction video? How do you think the Shenmue 4, 5, or 6 story should go, and what happens with important
61.
characters? We could do that at some point.
61.
We've sort of touched on it, haven't we, in videos?
We did a little bit, didn't we?
We've
Yeah.
like never gone like into a full.
61.
Might be a
It's
good
an
podcast idea.
Like what you think's going to happen. It's just
Yeah.
it's just so out of the realms of anything. Though, isn't it? You're gonna be misguided a little bit because you're gonna think of like the Shenmue Online stuff. That trailer, that's going to be incorporated into what you think's going to happen. You're going to be thinking about the chapter tiles, so that's going to sway you in a direction as well. You can be like thinking like, oh, well, we're going to go. You know, you're going to be thinking about the places that Yu Suzuki said that, you know, Menkun. Fucking can't think of it now. Luan, yeah, you know what I mean. Those sort of places you'd be thinking like that's where we're going to go. Buy share. Character-wise, what can you see happening with Niao-sun now? Obviously, she's got the Phoenix Mirror. Landy's got the Dragon Mirror. Is she going to be heading to the Cliff Temple too? Is there going to be a bit of a meeting?
I can see
confrontation there.
I can see her.
Is Landy and Niao-sun going to have a fight in front of you?
That could be good, couldn't it? I could see Niao-sun manipulating Ren. She's a master manipulator.
And he already fancies literally the tits off, doesn't he?
Is this a 60 FPS mod? No, it's not. There's it's 30 FPS.
Ooh, interesting question there, Frankie. Do you think we've seen the final boss yet?
No.
Because it's supposed to be that Tentai guy, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the final boss yet. Personally.
What's his motive, though? Is he using Landy to get the mirrors to summon Chiyo?
Yeah, is there some like bigger goal and they're all being manipulated? I agree, Bruce. 6 or 7 million would go further now because there's assets in place.
Hentai, yeah.
And James and I have talked about maybe even doing an episodic way, but that carries its own risks.
The more you talk about it, the better it sounds.
It can
the
make
episodic thing.
I love this music here, by the way. It's amazing. I like
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Zhuing fight Zimming. I could see that happening. You know, she doesn't want to fight him, but has to almost.
Yeah. I think my theory on that was like Rio fighting Zimming, and then he beats him, and as he falls to the floor, like half his pendant falls off, and then Rio notices, and he's like, "Are you Zimming?" Like kind of thing. Like he doesn't know who he is when he starts fighting him.
I maintain, though, we are going to have a big death. Some main character is dying in this series. It's got to. And I think it's Ren. I've said it all along. I think it's Ren.
Shenmue, what do you think of that? Like she sacrifices herself. Possibly. Maybe that's what we've seen in the Shenmue Online. Becoming the ancestor version of herself. Maybe she sacrifices herself.
Possibly,
I don't know.
Possibly.
Dies trying.
We're going to see our best friend Goro, and then we'll do some marbles to finish the stream off.
I don't have no more. Please leave me be.
Zimming might be the guy to beat Landy.
You're going to see a bug here as well.
Imagine the outrage from some people if Rio wasn't the one that beat Landy.
Oh, people will lose their shit. RGT 85. And he beat Landy. Bah! Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
We've been waiting 25 years.
I ain't afraid of him. I can take this geek.
You were going to say the bloke running off screen glitch, weren't you?
Yeah. You just see it now. You'll see his leg. There you go. It's just because of the widescreen mod. Which, when we stream...
That's literally one of maybe two.
There's a handful,
and they fucked the whole game just for that. They should have just done widescreen. Most people wouldn't have
A
noticed that, and they
word
wouldn't have been
of
bothered, to be honest.
caution, actually, when we stream for Game Blast at the end of the month, which we'll talk about at the end of the stream, the mods will not be running because we're doing it under the Sega banner, so we have to run it under no mods, etc.
Like vanilla Shenmue.
Yeah. Down this street, there's a new warehouse.
So at least you won't see that guy's leg.
Turn right, and number 8 should be there.
So it's straight and to the right.
That's it. Well, time for us to go.
Yeah, cool. We'll take us into some marbles. And I appreciate everybody's patience while I get shitty at fucking technical issues.
Oh, you're right, man.
No,
You made some good steady progress. Isn't this the second stream?
Yeah.
The new playthrough.
Yes, I'm on disc 2 now.
So we're at disc 2. So if not that you can do a disc a stream, can you? But do you know what I mean? A disc every other stream.
Yeah.
Would that work?
Yeah.
Have you worked it out?
Bearing in mind we'll have bonus streams as well. So.
You continue on Game Blast.
Yes, I'll just carry on from where we are here. So.
Okay. There you go then.
And I won't lose an hour to because we obviously had to wait around and stuff as well, but I won't lose time, hopefully, to fucking technical issues. But let's get marbles open. Let me just find Steam.
So, what do you think's the best prize out of these 3, Matt?
Ooh, I would say the maps, actually, because you can't get them anymore. The Shenmue 1 and 2 map, personally.
What would you guys say in the chat is the best prize here? Because you can't get the anime postcards, you can't get the Shenmue 3
bust.
It's not on the table, Frankie.
The map. Do you know, if one of those busts went on eBay, I'd fucking sell my kidneys.
Would you? Well, both of them.
If it needed it. Right. Where's marbles? Let's get this going.
So we'll go postcard first. Shenmue 3 promo sleeve. And then that is the final race. The best prize is you. Oh, it's so sweet. Joseph.
Right, just loading this up. So, guys, if you are still here and in the chat, you know the rules by now. If you're here, you will be entered in. I will have to do it manually because it's just a lot bloody easier for me and my sanity. And then marbles should be coming up on the screen. If not, I will resample it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
We could also rejig prizes.
Yeah.
Not like I won't promise someone gets the best prize. But like if someone who wins the final race has already got something, do you know what I mean? We can rejig.
How weird. It's being a little bit funny.
How bizarre.
Oh, people are there, but they can't see marbles at the moment.
Yeah, Richard, by the way.
Hey, Richard.
Rhino's on YouTube. All the YouTubers will be in. Don't worry. Lawrence Loomis thinks the postcards. I suppose, honestly, you've like literally named all the prizes, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just do them in that order. And if you win, you win. If you don't, like Joe, you don't need that tap. The best prize is you.
Let me just resample it because it's been a little bit of a pain in the neck.
You'll have the sax song, don't worry. And we're also probably going to try and raid someone, right, Matt? So
yeah,
don't just leave because you hate Wish. Say if you hate Wish, just mute it.
There we go.
And then you can have like a nice raid of someone. How do I enter? You've entered, Rhino.
You enter by being here.
Yeah. just by typing in the chat, you gave full disclosure of your
Of everything.
yeah, personal information.
Of it all, damn it. Although it's playing up again. Me and OBS have this very interesting relationship where we clearly don't like each other very much. But we tolerate each other because we have to.
I don't know. You could hate Wish, Sean. I think everyone likes Wish, don't they, Frankie?
There we go. Right. Just make that the right size.
Perhaps a new ending song for each season. We did do a new intro
We do a
for
new
every
intro,
season of the
don't we?
podcast. Yeah. And we don't do Wish on the podcasts.
Ooh. Don't do that. That's called a typo.
What was that in the middle?
That was
Crowns earn additional revenue from your stream.
I didn't even see it. Too busy playing with this. That'll do. Right, that's at least sized in. Right, so
What's this? What's the streamer challenge, Matt?
what's that?
I don't know. Bottom right, reward times 50 of something.
I don't know. I imagine I have to link it to what do you call it? To Twitch, and it doesn't link properly, so I have to do it the old-fashioned way. So, marbles on streams all working. We're all good. Customize shop race. Right. Settings. Let's have a look at the names. Now, some of you are already here. I've seen Daily Game Review. I've seen Retro. I've seen Sean. Sun's in. Richard's in. Strictly Say Europe. I've seen Frankie's in. Lawrence is in. Haven't seen Paddy. Spags isn't here. I've seen Cupertino earlier. I've seen Peter Wilson. So I've seen Terry. I've seen Runners, Richard Godfather. I've seen Bruce.
Seen Lloyd. Yes.
Right, so let me just cross-reference it to Cosmosis. That's a newbie. You're in. You've timed that well.
Oh, cheers, Terry. Take care, mate.
Yanni X.
Says remove his name, Terry did, but
Oh,
it's
did
up
he?
to you, mate.
If I can. Find it again now. Faris is there.
Faris is here.
If you're on YouTube, can you just pop your names in? Can you just put something in chat? Because it's easier for me to check it. Rhino is definitely not. I haven't seen you, so you're going in
Yeah.
now.
Flying Waffle. You haven't added them yet, I don't think.
Nope.
Is Yanni in?
Yes, I've just done that.
Okay. Renners, did you see that?
Yeah.
Johnny Darko is having a hot dog. Rio Hazuki 911 is here. We've got Scythius 99.
Scythius.
I don't know if I'm helping you by.
It is helping me because it means I can type and do this on the quick. Abdullah, you're at the top, mate. You're at the top.
Did you add Rhino?
Yes, there.
Cosmosis, did you add Cosmosis?
Yes, at the top.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Just
Anyone we've missed, guys?
Reference it from.
Tensei Lord, is he in?
No, actually, he's not.
Sean Hastings, have you seen that name?
I'm sure I did left Sean's in there from last time. Yeah, there you are. Titch isn't here, so Titch has been taken out.
Strictly Sega Europe. Did you get him? Yeah, I can see him there at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're good then, man, because just scrolling up, the last people to type and the last half an hour or something
Yeah. Quality.
we've got, so it should be good.
Finish that. 25. Right, let's have a look. See.
So this is the postcard.
So 3 races for everybody. 25 players. I will just double check. Make sure I'm not going insane, which is always possible at the moment in this line of work. There we go. Finish race. Okay. Now, of course, we can't do this without our friendly
Race music.
duck racing. We'll get it going in a second. So 3, 2, 1. There's some duck racing, and the race is underway.
Look, gang.
It's a bit of a spinny thing. Reminds me of a water park a little bit. So they're all spinning through. They're all
It's
going
like
down
the
here.
Super Bowl at Waterworld.
Ah,
If anyone's been there in Stoke. Or I think we may have mentioned this before, but one of those things where you put like a 2p and it goes around.
oh yeah. That I remember them. Bloody
You
hell.
find them in like Home Base and
Monkey ball courses.
Screwfix for some reason. Don't know why they're in hardware stores, but they used to have one in Toys R Us.
You can't hear the duck racing. Oh, let's fix that then, shall we?
Or McDonald's, apparently.
There you go. You can hear it now. Just need to reset
You've all
it.
been Waterworld to Stoke. I know that's sarcasm.
Sure, it's taken a bloody age for everybody to get through this section, isn't it? Oh, there you go. So Scribe's in the lead with Rhino in second, Cosmosis in third, Frankie in fourth, Brenner's in fifth. Frankie's got a boost. Like, he's miles away right now, and there's an end just
Wow.
twatted the wall.
Oh.
With now... Oh, it's getting a bit tight here now.
You know, there's boosts on the other track. Fucking hell, what's
Can't
going on
actually
here?
keep up here.
Big launch.
Frankie's in the lead with
Is
Rhino.
that because the camera's like that slow, or
Yeah.
what's going on? Can you not switch to a character player just to bring the camera up?
There we are.
Oh, looks like Frankie's going to win.
Cupertino
Or maybe not.
died. Frankie has
Oh.
won. Yeah, Frankie has won by a considerable distance. Cosmosis is in second, coming through here. Well, I say coming through, flying waffles there. It's actually going to be quite tight for second place here.
What are the camera controls, Matt, on this?
So I'm using my keyboard, and then you press a number to get close to somebody.
Okay.
So winner is Frankie. Cosmosis is second, flying waffle in third, Yanni X in fourth, and Scribe in fifth.
Very good, very good. Congrats, Frankie. So, yeah, that was for a postcard. I've got a few different types, so if you want to let me know a character that you want out of 4 options.
And that's just confirming the results there, guys.
She's got a full set. See, this is what I'm on about. If like the second winner has got something that we're offering for second prize, we can swap around a bit if you want. I don't mind. Let's see what happens with race 2, which is going to be for the Shenmue 3 promo sleeve. We'll sort something out, don't worry.
I was going to say, if Frankie doesn't want it, I'll just give it straight to second place.
Or I can give Frankie a different prize.
Yeah, you
and-
could do, yeah. I'm quite happy with that.
What have you got, Frankie? Have you got like all of the anime stuff? Have you got that guide? Just knocks everything on the floor.
Well, Frankie
'Cause
doesn't
I've got
have 1 or 2
multiples.
map. She has an old map.
Okay. Okay, well I've got 3 of those Shenmue 1 and 2 map things, so that's fine. We'll sort that.
Alright, excellent.
And I know for some reason like everyone seems to want the map, so
You can't
I
get
could just
them.
do 3. I could do 3 maps if you want.
You can do. I'm happy with that.
Can we just do 3 laps, guys?
And we can hold the shit back for the stream
Yeah.
on the 24th. Yeah, alright, quality. 3
All
maps,
right,
so Frankie's
let's do
got
that
a
then.
map. Right, let's choose another one. I'm going to go for...
I was trying to palm these in, Enisan.
Tundra
Place cards off.
Tumble. I quite like that snow globe. It's quite nice.
No one wants any Nissan.
Right, so here we
Christmas
go.
Eve.
So Reynolds is
Oh,
in.
Joe wasn't in there.
He wasn't in there?
Apparently not.
I didn't see Joe, but I can put you in for the next one, don't worry. And how you doing, Joe?
You
You
can
alright?
have three marbles in the last race, Joe. No.
So Reynolds is taking the lead here, nice and early, with Faris in second, Daily Gaming Videos in third, Sonosuke in fourth, and Cosmosis in fifth. Abdullah's in seventh at the moment, although Reynolds has now twatted the wall and slowed the fuck down massively. As you can probably tell, I don't do commentary for a living. But it's very tight actually at the moment. It's all change at the top. I think Reynolds is... Oh no.
Joe's got all his marbles.
With Faris is in the lead, with Reynolds in a very close second actually. It's changing all the time here. We're coming through what can only be described as a weird tumble dryer section in a minute.
Or the start to the lottery.
Yeah. So Abdullah's actually in first at the moment, or he was briefly, with a lot of people now dying. So whoever comes out of this, and Sun's in the lead, like by miles. Like this is over. Unless like Rich Cartledge has just flown to his death. Abdullah's coming through in second, but I tell you, there's going to have to be an absolute disaster now here. And Sun has won it.
There you go.
There you go.
Congrats, son. Are you happy
With
to receive a
Abdullah
Shenmue
in
1 and 2 guide,
second,
Shanson?
Cosmosis in third, Reynolds in fourth, and what looks like Faris in fifth, Lawrence in seventh, sixth even, and everyone finishing to the end there as well. There you go. I do like
Let's
this marble
say,
race.
For just say the bust isn't on the table, Shanson. Would you be happy to have a Shenmue 1 and 2 guide?
Having seen that
Hypothetically.
bust in real life, it's bigger than you think actually as well.
It is to scale, isn't it?
I'd be scared.
Like
Do you know what? I'd be scared to fucking touch it. Like to ever move it, I'd
bust.
shit myself.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Excellent. So there we go. Just to confirm the final results there. Sun won with Abdullah in second, Cosmosis in third, Reynolds in fourth, and Faris in fifth. So there we go. We're coming into the final race now. Let's have a look at what we've got here.
Angel Riggins, are they in the list? And you need to add Joe.
I'll add Joe and Angel
Last race.
into it. So and there we go.
We all get into that stage where everyone's got everything, so it's difficult to do giveaways.
I'm not going to do that one. The brick average time 23 minutes. No thanks.
What? Why is that?
I don't know. One day.
Can we see? I want to know. I want to know why it's so long now.
We're going to do
The brick.
Castle Siege.
Okay.
Some Iron Man match. Tell you what, son, have you been watching WWE lately and watched the Rumble? Because that was amazing. The Bloodline storyline is insane. I'm talking gibberish to some people, but anyway.
I wouldn't worry. I might have been talking about bloody time travel and all sorts tonight.
So here we go for the final race right now. Rhino has taken the lead. Scribe has now taken it from him. It's all changed. Now we're going through the first section here. And it looks like... I don't know what that is. I thought people were going to die
They
there.
keep pushing you. I up a little bit.
It looks like it a bit. So Rhino is currently in first. Oh, you're getting meteorites into the face by the looks of it as well. Cosmosis is it's tight at the front already with Joe Kitchen coming up in third place. There's a little bit of a distance there.
Photo of my bust signed.
It's very tight at the front, but the lead is changing a lot. This course is very boring. I don't like it.
This map.
Yeah, it's a bit shit.
You've really got to milk the commentary, haven't you, for this one?
Yeah.
And Cosmosis in the front. Still Cosmosis.
Yeah.
Cosmosis in the front.
Is leading and clearly pissed because he's going from side to side repeatedly. With Cupertino and Rhino also going from side to side, like they're also pissed up. With Cupertino is now taking the lead, actually with some... Oh no, he's hit some rocks. What is it this other end? Because like, this is a bit shit.
I think that's it, isn't it? Just
although
straight track.
Renners has now taken the lead. He's actually ahead of the meteorites. And he's getting some boosted. Frankie has been killed by a meteorite by the looks of it. Renners is still leading.
Welcome to the chat, David McDowell.
Hey David.
What isn't happening?
It'll happen. Get off your negative horse, damn it.
Yeah. People said the same about Shenmue 3.
They did. The moment Renners is like well in the lead here. Like this is an absolute battering. So as long as he doesn't... Oh, he's got stuck. Oh no. I've just cursed him. He's been cursed. Renners have been cursed.
Is that going to disappear, that rock?
It will eventually, but there you go. There you go. Oh, it's getting tight. They're both stuck. They're all stuck. There's everyone getting stuck now. Sonosuke has stolen it. Absolute daylight robbery.
That made up for the boring track. That last little bit.
Absolute daylight robbery there.
Not that I wanted you to lose, Renners, but that was pretty cool in the end.
Oh, Renners, mate. Yeah, fuck.
Rigged. So, was that Sonosuke, yeah?
Sonosuke has won, if you're still here.
Congratulations, everyone. You're all getting a Shenmue 1 and 2 guide. Cool. So, who was that? Let me write that down. So, we've got Frankie, Shensun,
and Sonosuke.
Sonosuke. Brilliant.
Fuck it out.
Are we still on the track, Shano? Yeah, still there. Oops.
They're in the Discord
That's
if you need to get hold of them.
Okay, yeah, that's another benefit of having the Discord there as well. If anyone wants to join the Shenmue Dojo Discord, incidentally,
if you haven't already, I don't know why you haven't, but you know,
let's get you the link. In fact, we've got a link on the profile on Twitter.
We do, and also there's a link on the YouTube video for the description. How to join it?
But it's not. Oh, it's pinned into it. Yeah. I know we've got a link tree with all the links, but the Discord's not there, so we might have to add that to that.
I can add that.
If possible.
So, just to confirm the final results, Sonosuke in first with Johnny Darko in a very close second. Well, that was a tight race, actually. With Strictly Say Europe third, Peter Wilson fourth, Cupertino in fifth, and I feel so sorry for Renners, who was leading the entire fucking way and then got butt fucked at the end. Like,
sorry, Renners. It was very entertaining to see, though.
Like, damn. Like, just damn. That's all I have to say to that. Let me get my screen up and sort this shit out. Right, there we go. So, James will sort all of those out for you. Yeah. So, again, just drop us a line on Twitter, Discord, wherever. And we'll sort you out, or James will sort you out.
I'll message all of you. That's so easy.
So, coming into the final stretch, right, guys. So, on Monday, it is the first anniversary of Shenmue the Animation coming out, which is mad. So, we're treating it a bit like a tweet-a-thon. There's going to be a lot of stuff anime-related coming out from us across the day. There's a competition to win an anime map set guide and a postcard. So, keep your eyes out for that. You have to give us a like on Twitter, retweet the post, and like the post itself. And then you'll be entered in. So hopefully that pushes a bit further towards 10k as well. We'll see how that goes. We're also releasing a video show on Monday around 8 o'clock. It'll be premiering over on YouTube and also on Radio Sega if people want to pick it up, with all good podcast providers elsewhere very shortly afterwards. And on the 24th of February, James, Titch and I will be back for Game Blast 2023, where we are streaming under the Sega banner. To raise money for special effect. We've done it. This will be the third year in a row that we've done it. Last year we raised around £300, so we'd like to beat that record where we can. There will be some competitions to give things away. So I will be giving away a Dreamcast magazine with Shenmue on the front. I will also be giving away a Edge magazine, if you remember that one, the white cover copy with Rio for Shenmue 3 on the front, and also there may be some other prizes knocking around as well. And for anybody who doesn't have this, and I don't believe nobody will have this, but you can gift it, we're going to have 3 to 4 Shenmue 1 and 2 codes for PC to give away as well, and we may well sort a couple of other bits and pieces out on the top of that. If we hit 10k between now and then you're going to see a big competition come up for us over on Twitter, as well as a thank you to everybody for giving us a follow over there. But I am now going to bring us to a close to the stream, and I have one other thing to say, actually. Thank you, everybody, for your perseverance and dealing with the fucking technical issues I was having earlier. I like to run a very tight ship with the stream, so it's really frustrating for me. But thank you, everybody, for sticking around while I swore at it and got very angry. But otherwise, guys, it is a pleasure as always. James and I do this for everybody's entertainment. We enjoy doing it. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for consuming all the content that we put out. We'll be back on stream on the 24th. Don't forget the show on the 6th. And it's, you know what's coming. You know how we're going to finish this. I am now going to run away. No. And we're going to have Wish the End. Get your saxophones out, guys. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you soon. All the best.
Cheers, guys. See you Monday.
いつか見た夢のように撫でて通り過ぎる海へつながるほど潮の香り運ぶよ愛しさが優しい嘘つかせる前に寂しさを未だいてほしいのに I wish you were always be here with me 幾つの夜を越えても込み上げる切なさは行くあてもないままで Don't leave me alone till morning still we see この胸は揺れてるけどまだ帰りたくない星が消えるまでもう少し巡る季節の中で流されそうになった時もきっとこの気持ち